The Food and Drug Administration has now authorized the updated COVID shots targeting the Omicron variant for children as young as 6 months old. The eligibility rules vary depending on whether children receive Moderna's or Pfizer's original vaccines as their primary series. The CDC still needs to sign off on the shots before pharmacies and physicians can start administering them. Joining us now is Dr. Bill Hartman, principal investigator for the UW Health Pediatric Moderna COVID-19 vaccine trial. You are the perfect guy to dig a little bit deeper on this with. Before, though, we talk about this potential benefit for those as young as 6 months old, where are we in terms of percentage of kids 5 and younger actually getting vaccinated for COVID-19 to begin with?
Well, it's still way too low. In that very low, say, even below 10% range across the country. It's been a struggle to convince parents that these are safe and effective vaccines for young children. And we really need to do a better job of telling them, explaining to them, showing them that these are really safe, they're effective, and they're a good thing to do to protect your children, protect your babies, which will protect our families and our communities overall.
Do you think this Omicron-specific shot is the right move for these young kids?
I do at this point. The variants that are arising are all kind of children of the Omicron version of COVID. And so where we used to have Alpha, Delta, Gamma, Omicron, different kinds of COVIDs, we only have Omicron and its progeny now. And so targeting those variants really is going to be our best way to keep ourselves safe from COVID this winter.
You know, speaking of this winter, cases of everything seem to be up. Flu, RSV, colds, COVID. And we always say, yeah, it's that time of year. Why? Why does this time of year lend itself to so much more illness? Is it because we're all jammed inside?
Well, that's probably part of the reason, but researchers at Northeastern University tried to tackle this and see why does the cold cause colds. And what they found was that within your nose, when a virus will attack, a respiratory virus gets into your nose, the cells lining the mucous membranes really of your nose are able to secrete these extracellular vesicles that have 20 times the amount of receptors and 13 times the amount of this special viral killer. In the cold, if we just drop the temperature by 9 degrees, that's enough to kill off about 50% of these cells. And so you're decreasing your immunity quite a bit, leaving you susceptible to these viruses when we have cold weather.
How interesting is that? And not good news for those of us who live here in Wisconsin.
Right. It's just a reminder, you should probably wear a scarf, maybe even a mask, just to keep your nose warm, even in the coldest of days, so that you can keep your immunity at its highest level.
You know, I'm thinking of an invention, just like a nose warmer. You know, we could sell them this Christmas. We could make a fortune. Wow, that's really interesting information. Well, now we have a little bit of knowledge backing our, well, it's just that time of year. Say.
Exactly.
Well, Dr. Bill Hartman, we always appreciate your insight. Thanks for being with us today.
Thank you.